Radio Rahim with Chris Eubank Jr. We're one day closer to a magnificent event at Manchester Arena. Everything's been cool, calm, collected up until this point. And I asked you yesterday, well, is this personal? Have we gotten anywhere near the emotions? And you said, well, he hasn't said anything to cross the line or make it personal. Has the answer to that question changed today?
It most definitely has. I'm not used to seeing guys.
Chris, you're going on about girls, mate. Has anybody in this room ever seen you with a girl? Have you got something to tell us, really? Because you're 33. You said on the programme, when you have kids. I know this is just for no laughs or nothing. Do you want to tell us something? You're putting pictures up with Neymar in limousines. Do you want to tell us something? Because nobody in this room has ever seen you with a woman.
Listen, my private life is my private life. That's irrelevant to the boxing. But listen, I'm happy. I'm comfortable. I'm
if you're happy, and just tell us. It's not a dig.
Liam? What would you like to know?
Have you got something to tell us? You want to tell us? You're 33. You're going on about you having kids. You've got to have a woman to have a kid, mate. Like, if you want to tell us something, nobody's ever seen you with a woman.
If you've got a personal question to ask me directly, then you can slide in my DMs or you can do it right now. But
I'm not that type of way, mate. I like women.
It definitely escalated up there today. He decided to get a little bit dark, a little bit personal with the things he was saying, so I had to put him in his place. I used to think Tony Bellew was the biggest arsehole to come out of Liverpool, but I think at this stage now, Liam is definitely taking that number one spot. It's impressive.
Talking about a man's sexuality, his personal life, is usually off limits even in boxing.
Listen, nothing's off limits when it comes to the entertainment business. He decided that he really wanted to ask the question. Unfortunately for him, I have information on him, which I decided to then share with the world. If you want to get dark and personal with it, talking about being gay and do I like girls, I've been told by multiple sources that you cheat on your wife on the occasion, every occasion, so glass houses, mate.
You've got a tattoo there, man.
Let's just relax on the personal stuff, huh? I'd rather be gay than a cheat. How about that? He wanted to take it there. He wanted to make it personal. And everybody knows who I am as a man. That's never been in question. So if you're going to try and take shots at that, then I'm going to shoot right back. If you want to talk about women and sexuality, then we'll talk about it. I don't mind. We can cross the line.
Sky Sports has actually taken that part of the press conference out and taken it down.
Apologies for any of the language and the content up here. Not excusing any of it. It's fight week and emotions are running high.
Do you feel like that's the right thing to do, or do you feel like this is fair play now that it's been risen?
No, I don't think they should take it out. It's part of it. It's part of the fight. It's part of the build-up.
You've mentioned in the past that this is all business, and you're calm and cool all the time. But also, this is considered by most a dirty shot verbally. Are you prepared for dirty shots physically on Saturday night?
I said it. He's a dirty fighter. He uses his head. He uses his elbow. I've got to be aware of that. And the referee has to be aware of that. 100%.
How do you prepare for a fighter that you consider to be fighting outside the framework of what's legal?
Listen, I've been in there with, with each and every different type of fighter there is. I've seen all the tricks. I know all the moves. I know how to counter all those moves. If you want to fight dirty, we can fight dirty. We shouldn't, because we are standard bearers for the sport. At the highest levels, you want to teach the kids coming up what boxing really is. But again, if you're going to bring me there, if you're going to cross the line, I'll cross the line right there with you.
Does that give you more motivation to punish a fighter if you feel like he's cheating?
Absolutely.
And lastly, I miss your dad at these things. Like talking to him and his antics, he brings a certain energy out here and on the stage. Do you miss him for the build-up for this?
Do I miss him? Listen, he's in America. He's with his wife. He's happy. Boxing is a very, it takes its toll. It's a very stressful life to be around all of this stuff. Talking about wives and beards and girlfriends. I'm actually glad he wasn't here to hear all that. He's happy. I'm happy for him, and I'll go out to see him after the fight.
And I'm happy to get this fight on Saturday night. It's going to be a tremendous event. Chris Eubank Jr., Liam Smith, as always, thank you for the time, and I appreciate all your efforts. Radio Rahim with Chris Eubank Jr.